Good morning, everybody. How you all feeling? Happy hump day. It's that day, that little bump in the middle of the week. Yes, I hope you're all good. Oh, man. Okay, something very strange happened. Okay, now, you remember when I was showing you guys all the hooks around the room and the hooks on my lamp? Well, I took those off, the hooks on the lamp, and decided to put the hooks onto the wall. And I secured them so hard. I double and triple tested them, all of them, before I even dared to put on what, you know, 2 or 3 necklaces on each hook. Okay, and these necklaces aren't super heavy. Okay, now get this. They were all fine. You know, I'm trying to sleep, and the next second, the loudest rip and slam, and it scared the fuck out of me and Chica in the middle of the night. So I get up, turn on the light, looking around, and I noticed my hook is down. Now get this, the sticky part was still on the wall. The actual hook itself, gone. So I went over to one of the other hooks, started to take a necklace off because I wanted to test to debunk it. And here I am, I'm grabbing it with my finger, the hook, and I'm pulling it down with all my might. And after really pulling it down hard, and I mean hard, it came off. So what does that tell you? What does that tell someone who's got a brain? Who's got common sense? It was ripped off. With force. They ripped off 2 of my hooks at the same damn time. That's why it sounded 10 times louder. Ripped off the hook on the opposite side. Ripped off the hook over there. So I had no choice but to really hard with my finger like this, gripping onto the hook. So the hook is in there. I had to pull down real hard but slowly for it to actually come off, which tells me it's got nothing to do with the weight of the necklaces. They weren't heavy like that. If it was super heavy, like I've got a plastic bag and I put about 5 or 6 real heavy items, then yes. The weight of that will make it fall naturally and it won't be paranormal. These were ripped off. So I'm not happy with the entity, the spirit, whoever it is, was jealous. Jealous behaviour, obviously liked the jewellery and was highly jealous. So I had no choice but to get all the hooks off the wall, all around the room, and I've got all the necklaces hanging over there, and I'll show you. And I've got that hook there is a very strong hook. I've got 2 necklaces hanging up there, and the rest are hanging there. And I've got a few more that I need to hang elsewhere on another little handle to those black set of drawers that I've got. I'll show you what I mean. Hang on. There they all are, temporarily, until I buy a necklace display stand. So I need to buy at least 1 or 2 of those, and I'll have them on that table over there, the far end. So that way they can hang and there will be no more issues. And I'm telling you now, if anything else happens, like for an example, I have them hanging on my brand new display stand for necklaces, and all of a sudden they start unhooking and dropping, then I know that I'm dealing with a real wacko of a ghost that's doing it on purpose to piss me off. No, but honestly, what the fuck? Like, why didn't it happen during the day? See, that's another weird thing. Nothing happened at all during the day and most of the night. Why? While I'm asleep. See, that's another thing. Never does it when I'm awake. This ghost did it on purpose to scare me by breaking me out of my sleep to get my attention so I can focus on it. Well, I did yell at it out loud. I knew straight away. As soon as I tested all the other hooks, I thought, no, that was ripped off. That was ripped off on purpose. Whoever ripped off those 2 hooks to those particular jewellery items was obviously jealous, really liked them, and the bitch, and decided to fucking, that's what it was like, okay? I know there's a lot of skeptical people out there, and they'll be like, oh no, Clara, it's just the way. It's not. You have to be here to actually test the hook yourself, and you will agree with me that, nah, Clara, that was torn off as with force. Like someone ripped it off because they were pissed off with me, jealous of the jewellery for some uncanny reason. What's next? That all the rings in that drawer, like the drawer's going to come flying out at me? And all the fucking rings go everywhere? Like, what's next? That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, what's next? What else is this fucking entity pissed off about when it comes to me and jealous? Weird fucking behaviour. Fucking hell, Some of this jewellery that I've, got as well were gifts from other people that have given me, including my father as well. He's bought me over the years a couple of necklaces here and there. Thank God I used my noggin and thought, oh shit, I better get the other necklaces down because I don't want to lose them behind big furniture that I have to move. There's one necklace I've lost now, which means I have to move all that out of the way, and I'll do that later tonight to retrieve it. It's a glow-in-the-dark necklace that I got with the smiley face. That was the hook that was ripped. And once I retrieve it, I'll show you that necklace again, and you will agree that it's not that heavy for it to just fall naturally from the hook like that. It went with the hook, and the sticky part is still up on the wall. I'll show you that. You're going to freak out. That round thing? Yeah. That's on strong and sturdy, which tells me it was ripped off. See? That's where that smiley glow-in-the-dark necklace was. And the other one, the other glow-in-the-dark necklace with the wolf's head and the angel wings, forming in the front, that was glowing like anything. That looked so good last night in here. And I'm thinking, nah, I better get that off because I don't want to lose that. I'm thinking, nah, I better get that off the wall. So lucky, all that happened at it would have been around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Woke me up from my sleep for a good 30 minutes. Fucking assholes. These ghosts, man. All this weird paranormal activity. I don't know who the heck that could have been. Someone, I don't know. If it's who I think it is, she's a real idiot in spirit. And I'm not going to be very happy with her, which means she's going to try and do weird shit again tonight, late, to get my attention. I'm going to be ready for her tonight. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have my EMF meter on, and I'm going to give her what for if she comes here again and tries to rip anything else down. Bloody mole.